If there were more black sorcerers in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, it would be over for special grade curses. There would be no Sukuna, there would be no Mahito, there would be no disaster curses. They would all get exercised with no problem. What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Dougie D Fresh, and today we are talking about JJK chapter 254. So after you watch the video, if you enjoy, make sure to give it a like so YouTube knows. Hit the subscribe button if you fuck with the content. Hit the post notification bell if you want to be notified of all future content. I almost forgot. Leave a comment down below about anything you have to say about the video or the chapter. Is Gojo racist? Is Gojo not racist? We're going to get into it right now. Okay, so I lied. We're not going to get into that right now, but we are going to talk about this Miguel and Laurie, however you want to say that name, flashback. I really enjoyed this because with Miguel showing up, it was literally the title of my last video. What is he gonna do? Why is he here? Obviously he's another sorcerer to throw at Sukuna. We've been getting something out of all of these confrontations with Sukuna. I just wanted to know, what is Miguel gonna bring? And I think, you know, he brought a lot of good stuff. Did he kind of just end up falling to the wayside pretty quickly? Yes. Is he done? No, I don't think so. I liked seeing Yuta asking Miguel for help, you know, try to plead his case, and then him and Laurie having that conversation about what they wanted to do. Miguel just keeping it a buck, like, bro, I don't want to fight against Sukuna. I'd rather go up against a kaiju cursed spirit. Like, you're telling me this person can beat Gojo and you want me to fight him? Like, no. You think he's just gonna get all tuckered out, his little HP bar is gonna go down? Like, man, don't play with me. I got people to protect. He's like like he said, he's like, you Japanese think all high-spirited black people will just survive, like, or something like that. I was just like, Gege, you are one funny dude. But the funniness does not end with that moment. But it just kind of, I know somehow I'm gonna bring this back to Gojo, but it just kind of made me even more sad that we have not really gotten any flashbacks of Gojo interacting with his students, because he went into this battle and this man, it's over. He's gone. He's not coming back. At least in my mind, he's not coming back. Some people still think there's a chance. I don't think there's any chance. I think he's done. I'm fine with his send-off to an extent. The thing I had a problem with, we're gonna get into it later, but I got a lot of satisfaction from seeing these characters that I didn't really care about. Obviously, Miguel's black, so, you know, I'm slightly a little bit more interested in him because I'm black. So I'm like, just the fact that you're black, I'm like, okay, what do you bring to the story? But I did not care about the heart nipple Laurie. I was like, what are you here for? And just Miguel being like, hey, I'm not, you sitting here trying to convince me too. You coming with me? Like, you think I'm gonna be the only one fighting Sukuna? Nah, you better get in the ring with me, because you tripping if you think I'm doing this alone. It just, I loved every second of it, but it just made me really yearn for some type of flashback to Gojo and his students. And this is so very off topic, but we're gonna bring it back. But man, it kind of hurts me that Hikari is getting off screen, because if this was One Piece, we would have cut back to Hikari, I feel like, so many times by now. We'd probably be with Hikari right now, or his battle would have been over and he'd be on his way to Sukuna. But I think the reason I was thinking about that is because I'm like, man, we are really just reaching deep into the bag of sorcerers to bring into this battle. And I know that I didn't really know who was left besides Hikari when Kusakabe went down, but after Miguel and Laurie, I really don't know. I don't know if I'd even want to see anyone else besides Hikari at this point, but I want to see the battle between Urame and Hikari. I don't just want Hikari to show up and then us get no clear explanation on how the fight went. And I'm very interested in Urame. I feel like Urame is pretty cool just by the virtue of being an ice user in an anime, and just the way that Urame speaks is just pretty cool. You know, being Sukuna's right hand is super cool. And I know I'm saying a cool a lot, no pun intended, but man, I want to see this fight, but I also don't want to pull away from the Sukuna battle. So it's tough. It's a tough predicament. Let me know how you feel in the comment section down below. Do you want to cut back to the Urame and Hikari fight? Do you just want Hikari to show up, and do you not care at all? Do you even like Hikari? Just let me know how you feel in the comment section down below. No arms, no heart, no domain. Now Sukuna is running on straight fumes right now. Only got 2 arms, and even for Sukuna, you know, that's good enough. But no heart, seemingly confirmed by Miguel, no domain, just because I'm assuming by the amount of damage that Sukuna has sustained. And I think at this point, if Sukuna did get his domain back, Hakari would probably have to show up and just tank it, because I don't think it would be as strong and effective as it usually is. But with Hakari's insane healing, I think he's the only one who would have a chance of standing up to Sukuna's domain. But man, I'm rocking with Miguel. He got the rhythm. His curse technique is very simple. Yeah, I don't know how people feel about it, but they might be like, oh, you know, the black character, of course he's got some type of rhythm curse technique, like this is stupid, this is racist, blah blah blah. But me personally, I don't have a problem with it, because this is just giving me more for inspiration for a character that I was thinking of in a story that I'm thinking about that was already inspired by Jujutsu Kaisen and other series that I like. So I'm like, oh, Miguel has a rhythm ability, okay, let me see what Gege's cooking so I can get some inspiration off that. But yeah, I don't mind it, man. Miguel, you know, doing his thing. Gojo even putting some respect on it, like, hey man, I would win the marathon, but he would win the sprint. That's what he said in the TCB. I like that more than what was said in the official. Something about Gojo not being able to deal with unlinear movement or some weird crap like that. But yeah, Miguel's got that rhythm and flow within him. He was dodging those Sukuna slashes, looking cool as hell, just giving Sukuna the hands. I love seeing people give Sukuna the hands, man. Miguel got right up in there. He's like, okay, no domain, no arms. All right, let's get up in there. Gojo left us with a good little present. But this is what I'm saying. If Satoru Gojo, the strongest, well, second strongest to Sukuna, but the strongest modern day sorcerer, he's putting respect. You know what? We're strong. We're very strong, but we're using cursed technique enhancements to, you know, make up for our inferior athleticism or whatever. You know, we don't have the muscle mass, the strength, the height, the speed, all that. So we have to enhance ourselves with cursed energy, and sorcerer would do that regardless. But he's like, get someone like Miguel, one of you blacks, if you enhance yourself with cursed energy, you're even stronger. And I'm like, hey, Gojo's pretty much saying they lucky that cursed energy seems to only really be a thing in Japan, because let some Americans get a hold of some cursed energy, let some more Africans get a hold of some cursed energy, let anyone of African descent or DNA get some cursed energy, and we might have a lot more special grade sorcerers on our hand. I mean, obviously it depends on their technique, but in terms of the cursed energy enhancements, they're gonna be beating a lot of motherfuckers' asses. So shout out to that. That just, you know, shout out to Gege, real recognize real. But no, in all seriousness, it was just, I love little moments like that, because it was just Gojo, you know, being a little ignorant, and then Miguel just said him straight like, hey, I'm not special because I'm black. I'm special because I'm me. Don't get it twisted. Like, you know, sure, like, I'm just saying, obviously LeBron is not the average black person, but get somebody like LeBron some cursed energy, see what happens. In all seriousness, I think people that think Gojo's racist, that you're just doing a little too much. Gojo's not racist. He just said something ignorant, and Miguel let him know what it was, and then Gojo immediately apologized. That's better than a lot of people do nowadays. So shout out to Miguel, and shout out to Gojo, and shout out to Gege, of course. Man, Choso has been not, I don't want to say lacking, but you know, Choso hasn't been doing too much in this whole Sukuna battle. But when he pulled up with that piercing blood behind Sukuna, he was looking tough. I was like, that's my boy right there, man. I love me some Choso, but I'm never gonna be mad at Choso looking cold. So shout out to Gege for giving Choso that very slight moment. So we finally got an explanation to the BS that got Gojo killed. Now, the TCB scan seemed much easier to understand. I don't know why. I found the official to just make it a little bit more difficult, complicated for no reason. But pretty much, to my understanding, is that Sukuna had to make a binding vow to only use chants and hand signs to use the world cutting dismantle after he killed Gojo or something like that, so that he could do it in that moment, because he only had one hand and he had to get off to kill Gojo. That I can understand why it would catch Gojo off guard. I kind of just wish we got an explanation in the moment and just saw it in the moment. I still don't like Gojo getting off screen, but this makes me feel a lot better about it, because shout out to Lilo's adventure. I know he's not feeling JJK right now, not fucking with it, but I've just been watching this content creator's videos about the whole situation, and I'm kind of with him. I'm like, man, yeah, I don't like, it's kind of an ass pull, because if you really look at it, he's had to use hand signs and chants every time before, so it doesn't make sense. And you know, I think Gojo wouldn't just get caught off guard like that. Like, why would he just get hit by that? And I still kind of feel that way, but the way I just imagine it now, and I know this is me filling in blanks for Gege, and You can call me a fanboy or whatever. But I just see it as Sukuna was like, okay, I understand how to do this now. I'm gonna set this binding vow so I can just catch Gojo off guard, kill him, because I really don't have to worry about any of the other people. So it was probably just like boom, slashed, and then Gojo's like, oh, what the fuck? Because, you know, even Maharaga slash got to Gojo. So take it what you will. If you still think it's an ass pull BS and you don't accept it, I feel you. If you're just okay with it, I feel you. If you love it, I feel you. Honestly, I'm kind of in the middle of all those. So let me know how you feel in the comment section down below. But hey, Maki is back, man. She got hit with that Black Flash. Well, she was gone for what, like a chapter? She came right back. That's how you know she was grinding over that month, because she got messed up by Naoya. She was like, okay, give me a little bit. And I don't think she was out for like more than a chapter or so. I don't even think she was gone for a chapter, but she's like, hey, this is gonna take me a little while to heal up. She got hit with a Black Flash from the King of Curses. She said, I'm right back in it. Let's go, baby. That's what I love to see. I'm not saying she's stronger than Yuta, but where Yuta at? Where Yuta at? Now, obviously, he got hit with the World Severing Dismantle or whatever. But hey, man, I still think that was bullshit. Yuta getting hit with that World Severing Dismantle, oh man. I love JJK, but I have my issues with it. But anyways, where there is hope, there's always despair, because Yuji came in, Sukuna was hating like always, but Yuji feeling himself like, we have a chance, man. Y'all gotta stop saying this, because every time they say this, some shit goes wrong. Sukuna hits another Black Flash, and of course the narrator and Gege got a dick suck it, talking about some, you know, when Gojo hit a Black Flash, he restored his reverse curse technique output. When the King of Curses did it, ellipses. Now, if Sukuna is able to restore his reverse curse technique to the point where he heals his heart, I feel like the only way I could see this going any type of way in the hero's favor, and not even in their favor, is if Sukuna heals himself enough to be able to use domain. Hikari comes in, tanks the domain, deals enough damage. They deal enough damage to Sukuna to get rid of the domain, and then it's kind of not a problem after that. But then even then, I'm like, okay, why even give him the Black Flash? Like, you know, it's Sukuna, it's cool. He's probably gonna break the Black Flash record. Well, I hope he doesn't, because if he does, that is really fucking bad. It's just, man, y'all gotta stop saying, oh, we can do this, we're almost there. You are not. There's still much more to go. This is a marathon. Yuji still really hasn't shined like that. I feel like Megami still has to prepare himself to get ready to come up out, you know, come do something. And this is probably going to end with some internal conflict with Yuji helping Megami fight against Sukuna or some shit. So I still think we got a ways to go, but man, it's not looking good for the heroes again. It's me, your boy Dougie D Fresh. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like so YouTube knows. Leave a comment down below about anything you have to say about the video or the chapter down below. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.